Medellín is located in the middle of the country. We are in a city that goes from 1,400 meters above the sea level in the river to 2,500 meters on the top of the mountains. We are in a city of hills. This is the reality. The valley where the city is located has close to 30 kilometers long and 6 kilometers in average wide. It's a long valley and narrow valley. The explosive process of occupation that happens in our recent history changed completely our daily life. And the process produced extreme condition in the city. So close to the 60% of the housing processes happens formally, and the other 40% happens informally in the north. The explosive process of housing of the south shares the same principles of many of the developing countries produced by real estate developers. In Medellín, the biggest process of occupation of the hills of El Poblado, the south, happened during the last 20 years, but I would like to take you to the north again, where I think we have the most important challenge and the most beautiful opportunity. The metro system starts in 20 years ago and connects the south of El Poblado to the north of Andalusia, where we are going now. We are in the metro station of the Jardín Botánico and Explora Park, going to the north. I imagine you know something about our recent history, the incredible challenge we have had, a combination of violence and inequality, and the strongest image of this is the territory itself, the habitat where we live, a city divided into opposite realities, the north and the south, and the housing processes have been and will be related with these two opposite realities. You know that Latin America is the most unequal continent in the world, and Medellín is the expression of that. One of the biggest challenges of the city is to connect those two realities and to improve the condition of the housing deficit that we have. The last 15 years in Medellín happened very fast and very intensely, and it started to change and improve some of the structural problems in the city. Number one, the quality of life of the families that live in the hills of the north. The most important innovation that happens in Medellín happens here and connects the social life, the habitat, and the territory. The urban integral project that belongs to the social urbanism strategy combines new systems of public transport that develop a special technology of teleféricos integrated with the metro system, a new service that gives very good accessibility to the families in the hills. And from the teleférico stations start the urban and the social integral strategy and transformation. A sequence of programs and projects that transform and improve the itineraries of the daily lives of the people. Libraries, schools, public spaces, ramblas, housing improvement, new housing. The housing deficit still is a big challenge, but we have some good examples. The first model was the housing project of Orumbo in 2004. The name of the ravine that was occupied informally, but 370 families, 1,300 people. A small ravine close to the new teleférico. The challenge was big. A high-risk condition of landslides and big environmental problems. More than 80% of illegal tenancy. High rate of unemployment, existing regulation that prohibited the improvement of the houses and more. The project principles were: keep the community together, avoiding relocation outside their community, a legal ownership of the housing, combine improvement of existing housing and carefully location of new buildings housing in the same ravine and community. like a precise surgery. Improve the accessibility and public services and risk mitigation. The idea was to create an integral habitat that could be replicated in many parts of the city. To replicate this process on a large scale in the city to reduce the extreme deficit is still a challenge.
Felipe, Madeleine y Leslie, los amores de Mauricio Estrada.